This is the unsolved disappearance of Melinda Boyd. The disappearance of Linda still remains an unsolved mystery. Over 100 years ago, oral history has been told by the elder, is that Melinda Boyd was an unlisted passenger above the Titanic. She was traveling as a personal caregiver and with an independent European contractor. Of course, we must listen to the elders. Just listening to the elders lets you take a journey through their minds. And it's like walking through a library because they have ancestors' knowledge, because they have old untold stories. This is Black Titanic. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. So, this is coming from Love and Mary, Straight No Chaser. Martell's still trying to drag Nels Perriton, shaking my head. He don't want $15 to $20 million if it's going to take time away from his kids. N99A, you gave up half the year with your children for a bust down with a yuck mouth. You don't have a clue how to even make millions, which is really why you're mad. You're so horrible. You can't even slow your baby girl the same birthday love as the other children because you know you lied in that magazine and Timeline will be questioned. Shaking my head. Even Sugar Mama knew to ask for her mama in that moment because she knew her mother would have protected her and made sure she was safe and warm. Shaking my head. Don't even pick the child up and comfort her. You're so busy trying to throw knocks in everyone's face. You can't see how disingenuous and ridiculous you look. You don't correct his behavior. And to have him in there waking up his siblings while they were trying to sleep, stepping on everybody was just silly. Y'all know Martell said he had just got there, so I don't know why he said he just woke up. But anyway, you can call him all the M names you want. He isn't an M&M Kids. Knox was a reminder of how dirty you and his mother are. I swear. We'll be trying to like Martell, but he's edgy as hell. So Mel had posted a class, a property preservation class that, she was telling them, if you want to come to class and make millions, come to my class. And so Martell clapped back that he'd rather be with his kids than to make millions.
You, Godard, Marceau, they would hang out. Part of the reason even they wanted Black was they wanted a place where they could go and hang out.
And do what?
Listen to music, drink, play cards.
So, listen, that's Empress Radio, you guys. So, they really have a false sense of validation. That's what she had provided for this man. She is covering up for him. So it's going to make it easy. It's making it easy for them to be unfaithful and to stray. But Mel, however, she got out of that trap. These pictures, one of them is coming from Who Knew. Another one is coming from Diana Rose. These are the pictures y'all see in front of y'all. Yeah. So she's going to take up for her man. That's what she's going to do. Let's just watch Martell.
My office used to be above Credit One. And there were no sex parties. However, him, you, Godard, Marceau, they would hang out. Part of the reason even they wanted Black was they wanted a place where they could go and hang out.
And do what?
Listen to music, drink, play cards.
So Kenny, I'm gonna say this to you. I may be a gay man. I can
Martell say she's not in tune, and Martell over there laughing because they done put his stuff all up front. That's what Martell meant by you just cheated with 20 women. All them orgies allegedly be going on with them young girls at this party. Yeah, she's suffering from low self-esteem. And Maurice House is controlling this woman just like his brother controlled Tisha. They are one and same, light-skinned Tisha.
Assure you that no man is hanging out after hours listening to Beyonce Renaissance album. What about these rumors that at Credit One, there's sex parties going on after hours?
We should be more.
I can tell y'all this, that I can tell y'all that this controlling person, he's sitting up there enjoying. He's enjoying this, you guys. He is definitely enjoying the fact that this woman is engaging in helping him cover up his affairs. It demonstrates that she has low self-esteem. It demonstrates that she's willing to put up with it. She's susceptible to keeping this man, so she's going to put her feelings first, her happiness and well-being over his infidelity. Sometimes you're going to assume and outline that maybe it's not true. So Kimmy is admitting that there's problems in their relationship.
If I talk to somebody at a marriage conference, maybe they'll give me something that'll help. Do you think there's anything that I could improve on?
Do I think yes? Sex every day.
I think every day is excessive. And there should be a middle.
And maybe a third person party would be able to say, Reese Scott, it's a little excessive. Your brother said it was excessive. And what's funny,
He's not in my marriage.
no, I understand, but what I'm saying is that it opens the door for conversation.
Okay, so listen, he's not concerned about her. His dramatic improvement would be that she has sex every day. And this is an unwarranted improvement for her, you guys. He has no compassion in his heart for her. His dramatic improvement for his wife is to have sex all day, every day, and she cannot connect with this. He's avoiding and deflection. He deflects. Just like on that stage about what's going on downstairs, he deflects and say, well, I got a lawyer, I got a lawsuit. Yes, when being confronted with your unfaithful partner, yes, they're going to spin this subject around. That's the most common tool, is to spin the subject around. Yes, what is wrong with this picture? That this man wants 5 or 6 times a day for this woman to engage in sex with him. What about his circle of friends that he's hanging around with, all of them downstairs, covering up that this is a business and they're having sex parties? Well, allegedly, but she did admit that they do have parties after hours. And all of these friends, they share the same view. What about all these unexplained expensive, his entitlement to go into the marriage of money and buy flowers and jewelry and going on trips to Atlanta, all these unexplained purchases that be on their account. This man has zero emotional connection with this woman. He had cut it off. All he wanted is sex. He's no different from Martell. When Martell comes up front and say, well, I've got, Mel wasn't pleasing me, so I had to go out with coleslaw. This is the same thing this man is saying. But Kimmy, what about your women's tuition? That's detrimental to you and your health. Your women's tuition is telling you that this man is messing around. Yeah, Yeah, the best way to address a cheating partner is to, be upfront. Because if you're not upfront about it, they're going to feel a sense of entitlement since you're always taking up for him. Put your feelings and emotion first, Kimmy, because if you don't, it will continue. Now that your emotions are in view, and you have embraced him and say, well, look, we need to see a counselor, to dig deeper into this partner. And what he did, he deflected and turned around and said, no, you need to improve because you need to give me sex all day, every day. You got to be brutally honest with yourself. Be brutally honest with yourself. And I know that this truth is uncomfortable for you, Kimmy, but the man is emotional unattached to you and he have a sex addiction. So Destiny just came forth and said that she was licensed in Huntsville, Georgia, and Tennessee. But but it says here, Destiny Payton, her status is inactive. City, Huntsville. Issue date 7/3/2021. Renewal expired 9/30/2022. So Destiny been flexing that she is into real estate right now and that she's teaching classes and that she is licensed. But she is expired, you guys. Status inactive. Issue date 7/3/2021. Let's go down here. Expired September 30, 2022. So she reminds me of the Scots. They did the very same thing, working without a license, allegedly. This black excellence go to Alexander Miles, that invention of the elevators, y'all. Miles, who contributed to the elevator industry, was an African-American invention of the 19th century who transcend racial barrier in the United States. Miles, born in Duluth, Minnesota, designed an elevator that was able to open and close the doors, and the elevator shut the doors. So Alexander Miles invented the elevator. He was an American inventor and businessman, best known for being awarded a patent for automatically opening and closing elevator doors. He was awarded U.S. Patent 371-207, October the 11th, 1867. He was born May 1838 in Ohio. He died May 17, 1918 in Seattle, Washington. This black excellence go to Alexander Miles. So anytime you enter the elevator doors, any elevator, go in the elevator. And y'all know that it led to the escalator stairs as well. Black excellence to Alexander Miles, inventor of the elevator. Y'all know things that we use every day. Our people invented, but our children don't get it in the history book. You have to teach this history to your children. This is Black Titanic. Hit that like button, share and subscribe. This week, Black excellence go to Alexander Miles, our ancestors who invented the elevator.